Okay, guys, with more than 100 million global views on Netflix, Orange is the New Black has been called one of the most important shows of the past decade by Time magazine.
Yeah, 100. That's a whole lot of millions. Okay? Yeah. The 7th and final season is available now, and joining us is Diane Guerrero and Jackie Cruz.
Jackie, ladies!
Whoa.
Hello.
Whoa. We were just talking, like, the first season came out, and we binged it, right? It was the first show that we actually binged.
Yeah.
But then season 2 blew, I mean, it was on buses, it was on billboards, it was everywhere. What was that time like for you guys, that window between the first and second season?
You want to tell them when we went shopping?
We just had no idea. We were like, we didn't know what the show was going to be. I mean, everybody that's on the show will tell you, we didn't know what streaming was. Like, it was just, I mean, Netflix, you know, you got a DVD in the mail that you never returned.
Right.
You know, this was...
My family was like, I got to pay for this? It's a web series? Yeah. I don't get it. Can I borrow Netflix?
But it was such a pleasant surprise. I mean, like, we had, you know, it was our first, I mean, it was our big break. It was our big break.
We went shopping in Soho, and people, like, pretty much like 2 days after the release, people were like, recognize us, and we're like, oh my God.
That was, but it had like a different connotation to it, because it was like a lot about representation and just women coming up to us and being like, we love
Latinas just obsessed to see themselves.
I mean, just all kinds of women would come up and say, we love how you represent us. We love that you guys are out there doing your thing. And
the friendship, just everything.
I love this female cast.
Yeah.
And there's something for everybody. But what is it, do you think, that resonates with everybody? Because you're thinking about a show in prison.
It's the people. They're seeing themselves finally on screen, representation. I mean, the first time I saw me was when I saw Flaca, like first, you know, generation Latina whose family speaks Spanish at home and, you know, came from another country, you know what I mean? So it felt really good to be represented, and music too. She loves music, the Smiths. Like, I just felt really connected with my character too, you know, and the people, you know.
I think it was like also, I mean, we're talking about the prison system, right? We're talking about this thing that is so huge in our country. I mean, like, we are so heavily incarcerated in this country, and I think that for the first time we got to see the stories that women were going through, right? What were those systemic barriers getting these women there? And we wanted to sympathize. We wanted to understand these stories. And people who have been touched by the criminal legal system had a chance to sort of see something redeeming out of that, because there is more than just going to jail, right? There are stories behind that.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
No, it is, right? Like, I think you connect in a way. There's a humor, there's a heart, there's a darkness in this show. This season has been...
We're not going to give anything away. Don't yell at Scotty and me. People always with this binging thing. Like, where are you? Where are you not? Yeah.
But like, this season in particular, was it more difficult to shoot? Was it more difficult because you knew the end was coming? What was it like for you guys on set?
I mean, it was. I mean, I was invited back. I wasn't part of the sixth season. But I was so happy to be called back, because we were dealing with some heavier issues, or we were just including more issues to the already issue-driven show.
Yeah.
And I was just proud. All I could think about was just great. I just felt gratitude. I felt so grateful that we were bringing what was reflective of our society into our show, and bringing the heart and just the tragedy and the love, all of that, what people expect from our show. And I think this season we killed it.
Who's the cheerleader?
It didn't feel like acting to me this season. It was just
too real.
We live it. We're living it on the outside world. Like, this show changed both of our lives. We became completely, I don't know, I became a different person. I didn't even realize
we all
I could
found our voices. I mean, look at the people who are part of the cast, the showrunners, the producers, the creators. I mean, they're all like groundbreaking women and men, and people who are about telling their truth. And we all benefited from that, because we were all inspired to do it as well.
And we need to keep it going.
Yeah.
For sure. Scott and I were talking about all the women in this cast. Give us the behind the scenes, like, who's the party planner? Who's the one that does the group text? Who keeps everybody together? Who's the cheerleader?
Who's the one that's always in a good mood?
I would have to say Uzo's always in a good mood.
Everybody is in.
I don't know. We love when we get together. We dance.
Leah's always planning stuff.
Like we go to the. I call it the pony hole, but that's not the name of the bar. It's
We're always being invited to some cubby hole.
Yeah, exactly.
We go to holes.
When y'all show up together, like let's say at one of these places, is it just pandemonium? Like
if you're gonna take the subway together, like season 3, right?
You can't do that now.
No, it's a little hard.
You're like, nah.
We still take the subway. I mean, I do.
Oh, speak for yourself. I've changed.
Not my story, not my life, not my story.
It's too
It's
hot.
hot as hell. It's hot in there.
But you were talking about music earlier. Music has played a really big part in your character, but also in your personal life too, right?
It's definitely my first love. I've been working on music before Orange. I actually gave up on acting because I wasn't the stereotypical type of Latina that Hollywood is used to. So I gave up 6 years pretty much. So Orange was my first audition, and I'm coming out with
first audition. Wow.
In 6 years, yeah.
Right.
I'm coming out with my album called Hija de Chavez. A lot of people don't know my real last name is Chavez. So it's very personal.
You're coming out with
With
that,
my
huh?
album,
Okay.
yeah. So Thursday is my release for my song Lucia Ocho, and every song is dedicated to the women who empowered me in my life.
I love that. And Diane, we had you on for your book.
Yeah.
Again, so tell people where they can find your book.
Anywhere where they sell books.
Amazon.
You just gotta type in the name Diane Guerrero, In the Country We Love.
Got it.
In the country we love.
Let me let you know, anywhere you find a book,
Kid,
you can
it's called
find
a
mine.
bookstore. Before we go, where's Maureen? We have one other inmate. Come in your button-down white shirt.
Come on. Making the white button-down a classic. A constant classic.
She's hiding.
Maureen's like, nah, God.
Ladies, we'll get a shot of her Oranges in the Black Season 7, streaming now on Netflix.
See, right now, she's like, no.
Yeah, not happening.
All right. If you love that video, you're going to love everything on the Access YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button. You can thank me later. Hit it. Now. Thanks.